Cybersecurity in modern vehicles is no longer just about protecting data. It is about protecting control, trust, and ultimately, human life. As vehicles evolve into software-defined vehicles, or SDVs, every critical function, from braking to steering to advanced driver assistance systems, is controlled by software distributed across multiple ECUs, or electronic control units. This transformation introduces a fundamental shift. The vehicle is no longer an isolated machine. It is a connected computing platform. And like any connected system, it becomes a potential target. In this lecture, we will go beyond basic concepts and build a complete end-to-end understanding. We will explore how real-world attacks have happened, how threats are modeled at the OEM level, how ECUs establish trust, and how security is enforced without compromising real-time performance. By the end, you will see cybersecurity not as an add-on feature, but as a deeply integrated safety-critical system. To understand the importance of cybersecurity, we need to look at how vehicles have evolved. Earlier, vehicles were largely mechanical, with limited electronic control. Today, a modern vehicle contains dozens to hundreds of ECUs connected through networks, executing millions of lines of code. This shift has introduced new entry points, such as over-the-air updates, mobile applications, Bluetooth, and cloud connectivity. A real-world demonstration of this risk happened in 2015, when security researchers Charlie Miller and Chris Valasek remotely accessed a Jeep Cherokee through its infotainment system. What makes this incident important is not just the access, but the path they took. They started from a non-critical system and gradually moved deeper, eventually gaining control over functions like transmission while the vehicle was on the highway. This led to a large-scale recall by Fiat Chrysler automobiles. This incident clearly showed that even low-critical components can become entry points into safety-critical domains. That is why cybersecurity must be designed as a system-level safety requirement. When analyzing vehicle security, the first step is understanding the attack surface. Modern vehicles expose multiple external interfaces, including OTA systems, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, USB, and smartphone integrations. Each of these creates a potential entry point. However, a deeper challenge exists inside the vehicle. Internal networks, like CAN, or Controller Area Network, were originally designed for efficiency and simplicity, not security. These networks operate on a fundamental assumption that every ECU connected is trustworthy. This creates a critical vulnerability. If a single ECU is compromised, it gains the ability to broadcast messages across the entire network. Because CAN does not verify sender identity, other ECUs accept these messages as legitimate. This effectively turns one compromised ECU into a trusted attacker inside the system. Modern architectures address this using secure gateways, domain controllers, and zonal segmentation. Before building any secure system, engineers must anticipate how it can be attacked. This process is known as threat modeling. It is not a theoretical exercise, but a structured engineering activity performed early in the vehicle development lifecycle. One commonly used framework is STRIDE, which stands for spoofing, tampering, repudiation, information disclosure, denial of service, and elevation of privilege. In real OEM environments, threat modeling goes deeper. Engineers classify assets such as braking systems, powertrain controls, or infotainment. Each asset is assigned a risk level based on its potential impact. For example, compromising braking control directly impacts safety. This risk classification influences the level of protection applied. Stronger authentication, secure hardware, and stricter validation are applied where the impact is highest. Once threats are identified, securing communication becomes essential. In a vehicle, ECUs continuously exchange messages that control real-time operations. If these messages are not protected, any compromised node can inject false commands into the system. Secure communication relies on three key principles: confidentiality, integrity, and authentication. Confidentiality ensures that sensitive data cannot be read by unauthorized entities. Integrity ensures that the data has not been altered during transmission. Authentication verifies that the message is coming from a trusted source. For external and cloud communication, Transport Layer Security, or TLS, is commonly used. It provides strong encryption and authentication over networks such as cellular or Wi-Fi. However, inside the vehicle, ECUs operate under strict timing constraints. For example, braking messages must be processed within milliseconds, and any delay can directly impact safety. Because of this, heavy encryption is not always practical for in-vehicle networks. Instead, automotive systems use lightweight security mechanisms, such as message authentication codes. Rather than encrypting the entire message, these methods allow quick verification of authenticity and integrity. This approach ensures that communication remains secure while still meeting the real-time performance requirements of automotive systems. All secure communication mechanisms depend on cryptographic keys, but storing and protecting these keys is one of the most critical challenges in automotive security. This is addressed using an HSM, or Hardware Security Module. An HSM is a dedicated secure hardware block integrated within an ECU. It is designed to securely store cryptographic keys, perform sensitive operations like encryption and decryption, and ensure that keys are never exposed to the rest of the system. Even if the main software is compromised, the keys inside the HSM remain protected. During vehicle startup, a secure boot process is initiated. This is a chain of trust where each stage verifies the integrity and authenticity of the next stage before allowing it to execute. It starts from a hardware root of trust and continues through the bootloader, operating system, and application layers. If any component is tampered with, the system can detect it and prevent execution. In real vehicle architectures, not all ECUs have the same level of security capability. High-performance ECUs, such as domain controllers, usually include strong security features, like HSMs, while smaller or legacy ECUs may have limited protection. Attackers often target these weaker ECUs as entry points into the system. To mitigate this risk, OEMs implement secure gateways and network segmentation. Secure gateways act as controlled checkpoints between different vehicle networks, filtering and validating traffic. Network segmentation divides the vehicle into multiple isolated zones, ensuring that even if one part of the system is compromised, the attacker cannot easily access safety-critical domains. This layered approach ensures that security is not dependent on a single component, but is enforced across the entire vehicle architecture. Over-the-air updates have transformed how vehicles are maintained, enabling remote software updates and feature upgrades without the need for a service visit. While this brings significant convenience, it also introduces a powerful attack vector. If an attacker is able to inject a malicious update, they could potentially compromise the entire vehicle system. To prevent this, every OTA package is digitally signed by the manufacturer. Before installation, the vehicle verifies this signature using trusted cryptographic keys stored securely within the system. If the signature verification fails, the update is immediately rejected. Another critical aspect of OTA security is version control. Attackers may try to install older firmware versions that contain known vulnerabilities, a technique often referred to as a rollback attack. To prevent this, vehicles enforce strict version checks, ensuring that only newer or approved versions of software can be installed. In addition to this, OTA systems use secure communication channels for downloading updates, protecting data from interception or tampering during transmission. They also include fail-safe mechanisms, such as rollback support, so that if an update fails or causes issues, the system can safely revert to a previous stable version. Together, these mechanisms ensure that OTA updates remain both secure and reliable, allowing continuous improvement of vehicle functionality without compromising safety or trust. Even with strong preventative measures in place, automotive systems must operate with the assumption that breaches can still occur. This is where intrusion detection systems, or IDS, play a critical role. IDS continuously monitors vehicle behavior in real time. It analyzes communication patterns across ECUs, message frequency, timing, and deviations from expected behavior. Instead of looking for just known threats, it also focuses on detecting anomalies that may indicate a new or unknown attack. When abnormal activity is detected, the system must respond in a very controlled manner. Unlike traditional IT systems, where blocking or shutting down components is common, automotive systems must prioritize safety above everything else. An aggressive or incorrect response could interfere with critical functions like braking or steering. Because of this, IDS responses are carefully designed. The system may isolate a suspicious ECU, restrict its communication with other parts of the network, or transition the vehicle into a safe operational mode. The goal is to contain the threat without disrupting essential vehicle functions. In addition to in-vehicle response, IDS can also send data to back-end systems. This allows manufacturers to monitor threats across an entire fleet of vehicles, identify emerging attack patterns, and respond proactively through updates or configuration changes. This approach ensures that security is not just preventative, but also adaptive and resilient, capable of detecting and managing threats in real time while maintaining vehicle safety. Cybersecurity in automotive systems is governed by strict industry standards and regulations. These are not optional guidelines, but mandatory requirements that directly impact whether a vehicle can be approved for the market. One of the key standards is ISO/SAE 21434. It defines the complete cybersecurity lifecycle, starting from concept and design, all the way to development, production, and post-production support. It ensures that security is built into the vehicle from the beginning, rather than added as an afterthought. In addition to this, regulatory frameworks like UNECE WP.29 mandate cybersecurity compliance for vehicle certification in many regions. Under these regulations, OEMs must establish a cybersecurity management system and demonstrate that they can identify risks, design secure systems, and respond effectively to incidents. This includes performing detailed risk assessments, implementing secure architectures, validating software integrity, and maintaining continuous monitoring even after the vehicle is deployed. Manufacturers must also be capable of issuing updates and handling vulnerabilities throughout the vehicle's lifecycle. Without meeting these requirements, vehicles cannot be legally sold in several global markets. This makes cybersecurity not just a technical necessity, but also a critical regulatory and business requirement. Consider a realistic attack scenario. An attacker begins with the infotainment system, which is connected to the outside world through interfaces like cellular, Wi-Fi, or Bluetooth. These external entry points make it one of the most exposed components in the vehicle. After gaining initial access, the attacker attempts to move deeper into the internal vehicle network. They scan for reachable ECUs, identify weaker nodes with limited security protections, and try to escalate privileges. The goal is to move from a non-critical domain into networks that handle more sensitive or safety-critical functions. At this stage, the attacker may attempt to inject spoofed messages onto the CAN network. By crafting messages that appear legitimate, they try to influence or control critical systems, such as braking, steering, or powertrain behavior. In a well-designed secure architecture, multiple layers of defense come into play. Communication between ECUs is protected using authentication mechanisms, so any message that cannot be verified as coming from a trusted source is immediately rejected. At the same time, the intrusion detection system monitors network behavior. When it detects unusual patterns, such as unexpected message frequency or unauthorized communication attempts, it flags the activity as suspicious. Instead of shutting down the system abruptly, it takes controlled action, such as isolating the compromised ECU or restricting its communication. Because of network segmentation and secure gateways, the attacker's movement is further limited. Even if one part of the system is compromised, access to safety-critical domains remains restricted. This layered defense approach ensures that even if an attacker manages to breach one component, they cannot easily compromise the entire vehicle. Safety-critical systems continue to operate securely, maintaining overall vehicle safety even under attack conditions. Modern vehicles operate as distributed computing systems, where multiple ECUs collaborate to deliver everything from basic control functions to advanced driver assistance and connected services. In such an environment, cybersecurity ensures that every interaction, every message, and every software update can be trusted. It starts early in the development lifecycle with threat modeling, where engineers anticipate potential attack paths and identify critical assets. This foundation is then enforced through secure communication mechanisms, ensuring that data exchanged between ECUs and external systems is authenticated and protected from tampering. Hardware-based security further strengthens this foundation. Components like hardware security modules protect cryptographic keys and enable secure operations, forming a root of trust within the system. On top of this, detection systems, such as intrusion detection systems, continuously monitor vehicle behavior, allowing the system to identify and respond to anomalies in real time. A key challenge in automotive cybersecurity is maintaining a balance between strong protection and strict real-time performance requirements. Safety-critical functions cannot tolerate delays, so security mechanisms must be efficient as well as effective. As vehicles continue to evolve into software-defined platforms, cybersecurity is no longer an optional feature or an add-on layer. It becomes a core architectural pillar, deeply integrated into every part of the system, ensuring trust, safety, and long-term reliability throughout the vehicle lifecycle.